Hi, today's topic is this. Talk about the role of storytelling in business messaging and how a website can use it to effectively engage visitors. So I've been a huge proponent of storytelling for business messaging, and I'm very much influenced by this book by Donald Miller called Building a Story Brand. And in his series of books, the first book which he released, which is Building a Story Brand, he talks about how you can use the elements of story to create a narrative which is very easily understood by your customer. Essentially, every story there is a villain, there is a hero, and then there's a guide. And essentially, you want to position your customer as the hero, the problems he's facing as the villain, and your company as the guide. So if you follow his structure, it's very easy to come up with the storyline, and that is very easy. That is a very, very good way to create a narrative that your customer can relate to. So that is a part on creating a story. And his other book, Marketing Made Simple, actually talked about how you can use these elements of story in the website to create different sections, so that you can explain different parts of the story using different sections of the site. So for example, he mentions that there needs to be a hero section where there is a headline, a sub-headline, a call to action, basically answering the grant test, right, which I've mentioned many times, saying what do you offer, how does it help the customer, and the call to action, what must you do to get what you offer. And then he talks about other sections where he mentioned the problems that your customer will face and what you offer as another section. So it goes very well with the story arc, and that has been so far very effective as far as I have used to explain to the customer and make it very clear to the customer without being too cheesy or being too clever, to explain the value proposition of the business on a website. So I think it's very important, and it is one of the best ways to simplify business messaging into something that your customer can understand. Because as I've said many times, as business people, we tend to be very entrenched in our own technology and our own jargon, thinking it from the customer's perspective, and crafting a story to explain that is a wonderful way to write copy for a website. Copy and messaging. Think about the messaging and write the copy for the website. See you tomorrow.